there, it's Anonymous Tea, where we spill the tea anonymously. Hello, 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 everyone. Hello, YouTubers. Hope you guys are all having an amazing day today, sending good vibes, sending positivity, sending blessings, and good energy to each and every single one of you. Thank you so much for tuning in.
So today we're talking love and marriage huntsville. Y'all know why y'all here. Anything I say is alleged in my very, very personal opinion. This is for entertainment purposes only. None of this is ever personal. It's never personal. It's never personal. The Copyright Act of 1976 is in my description box. So we need to get into one of these clips, you guys, that has dropped for the upcoming episode Love and Marriage Huntsville, featuring none other than KIMMI and MEL. And we need to break this down. And I found it interesting that Mr. Make It Happen, aka Marquez, Maurice Scott, and Chris Fletcher were first on the scene in the likes, you guys. So I'm going to break down the scene first, and then I'm going to give my commentary, right? So basically, it's this sit down that KIMMI and MEL have, and you can just see the stress even in this particular thumbnail, this image in particular. You could just see the stress and the wear and tear on KIMMI's face, and it just says it all. It just says it all that, you know, some of these cast members that now all of a sudden think that because Carlos King is pushing them and that they're going to be in the spotlight, then they're in the spotlight and they don't want to talk about anything, and then they're not ready for prime time and want to take it out on other people. So let's get into the scene. So basically it's primarily KIMMI talking, which I don't understand, because if you're trying to get answers out of somebody, wouldn't you give them the opportunity to respond? So she's like, you know, the implication in the conversations you're making, going around talking to people about the lipstick and where his whereabouts, referring to her husband, Maurice, and what I'm trying to address now, because it's in regards to my husband and it's coming from you. And Mel, she's so cute. She's just like nodding and smiling. And then, you know, KIMMI's like, I don't think that's cool. And then Mel is continuing to just nod with like a smile on her face and is saying, you know, and then KIMMI says, this far exceeds the fact that you've rendered your opinion on an arrest. My issue is, and then Mel is like, and then she's like, my issue is this. And to be fair, and Mel's trying to get in to say something, and then KIMMI keeps over talking her, and she's like, to be fair, your kind of cavalier attitude about it and not going to talk about it, it doesn't really help me. It feels like, you know, that was intentional, right? And so she's like, I don't know if you got some type of information or some type of proof or some type of something that would lead you to believe that what would make you say that. And so Mel responds and she's like, I feel like you're basically asking me, how dare I ask questions about something? I'm going to ask questions. And so then it switches over to KIMMI's confessional and says that Mel is a wordsmith. She uses her conversation wisely to get to the place that she wants to be, and not right now, not talking about what she said when she said it. It's weird because you can talk about it to Tisha and Trisha. Well, I think Trisha was just atmosphere and furniture. She wasn't there really talking to Trisha. Trisha just, inserted herself. And Maurice, but when I bring it to you, how I feel about these conversations, now we're not going to talk about it. And it's just funny, you guys. It is just absolutely funny. And this is rich coming from none other than KIMMI Scott, who does nothing but uplift Martell. You guys, in particular, I mean the Scotts, right? The Scotts 1.0 and 2.0, and anybody else in the cast that continued to believe all of Martell's lies about Mel the past 6 years. None of y'all ever came to Mel to clarify or confirm or deny anything that Martell said, because you guys automatically put it in your mind you didn't like Mel, so therefore whatever Martell said was the GOAT, was the truth, and you never questioned it. You never questioned it. You never fact-checked anything. And now you have the audacity. You have the audacity. Y'all sat here and ate off of Mel and Tell's dysfunctional marriage, the cheating drama, the out of control side chick, the side baby with the side chick. Y'all have ate. Y'all have sat there and grinned and giggled at Martell screaming at his ex-wife on camera and acting like an unhinged fool on camera, spreading lies, accusing Mel of cheating on him, accusing Mel of ABUSINGing him, and all of these things. And y'all sat there and believed it all, and y'all even believed the revenge P. Y'all believed that that was really Mel with another guy. For at couple of years. So please miss me with now all of a sudden it's a problem if Mel wants to discuss anything going on with y'all. Mel told y'all a couple seasons back that y'all needed to start earning your checks. That she was tired of y'all eating off of her and Tel's drama and that y'all needed to start contributing to the show. And now, once again, this is why I keep saying y'all are not ready for prime time. Because now, all of a sudden, when the spotlight is on you, you don't even want to discuss a DUI. And this is my issue, Kimmy. Mel has tried coming to you to discuss this DUI and you keep deflecting and you keep not answering her. So what else is Mel supposed to do? And isn't Mel talking directly to the source? If she's talking to Maurice, who got arrested for the DUI, isn't that directly talking to the source? That's not talking behind somebody's back. She's talking to him right in his face about it. Make it make sense. But you didn't want to say anything, so that's why Mel went to Tisha. Tisha didn't want to say anything. Mel didn't have a conversation with Trish. This was secondhand because, Tisha wanted to have a gossip session with Trish and you, but Trish was not there in the original conversation when Mel was inquiring about Maurice's DUI. She went directly to you, and she went directly to Tisha, and she went directly to Maurice. There's no gray area here. She went directly to y'all faces, but y'all never have the same energy when you guys are sitting in front of Mel's face. Y'all like to do all this nonsense behind her back, and now all of a sudden in the 11th hour, when your jobs are on the line, when your contracts are on the line, now all of a sudden you want to get buck and you want to try to say something. And how are you sitting here calling Mel a wordsmith and all these things when she couldn't even get a word out in the conversation? Make it make sense. But this thing where you guys are going to make this pact and just decide that you guys are just not going to say anything about your lives and the fans are supposed to just roll with it. We're supposed to just roll with whatever. And the real is that you do not want to discuss what's going on with your husband's lawsuit. That's really why you're upset. Number one. Number two, you don't want to discuss this DUI because it's embarrassing, because who gets arrested at 12 p.m. in the afternoon of the next day and you're up here driving all around town thinking that he overslept at the office and he was nowhere to be found the next day. So you were looking like Bobo the Fool. But nonetheless, all y'all want to talk about respectfully cheating and y'all want to talk about where's the proof, da-da-da-da-da. All it's telling me, Kimmy, is that y'all know exactly who y'all are married to, and now all of a sudden you're mad when y'all husband's alleged tease on Front Street. But who you need to be mad at is your husband who are disrespecting you and playing in your face. There is no way I'm going to be entertaining a man for no 7 years without no freaking ring. Are you out of your mind? Are you out of your mind? And if it wasn't for this show, Kimmy, you would not be married either. So please thank Mel for the fact that you guys were able to get on the show so that Maurice could finally marry you, because had this show not happened, you guys would still be cohabitating and everything else. And he would still be living off of your nursing salary and whatever else he wanted you to spend money on and all of the things. But he would do it without legally being married to you. So please miss me with all of a sudden you're feeling a certain type of way that Mel's saying this, Mel's saying that. And it's funny because y'all are the same people that said Mel needed to stand up, Mel needed to take a stand, Mel was being too nice to these people and giving all these people way too much grace. She needed to be about it. She needed to, tell all these people it's okay for all these people to have an opinion on Mel and Tel's drama. Take Martel's side for everything. Say that Mel's the one that's being difficult. Mel needs to be more, accommodating and everything else because they share 4 kids together. That all came out of y'all mouths. And now when the spotlight is on y'all do a complete 180. Y'all don't want to talk about anything. You don't want to discuss the seriousness of this DUI. You don't want to discuss the fact that your husband was driving under the influence. You don't want to discuss the fact that you're getting arrested in the middle of the afternoon of the next day after a party. So the implications are there that obviously you were coming from where you shouldn't have been at, because what establishments are open all night long where you're drinking and partying to the point that you are driving around at noon or 12:30ish or whatever the next day getting arrested? And please miss me with the semantics of, what is the proof? What is this? What is that? Everybody saw the police report. Everybody saw the booking information. So you're going to gaslight the people? No. And it's funny because you guys keep asking for proof, but y'all never asked Martell for proof. Anything you said about Mel, y'all just took it and ran with it. And now all of a sudden that Martell is turned on y'all, now all of a sudden y'all want to try to, force him out and call him GAY and make all these other allegations. But when he's bashing Mel, when he's, trashing the mother of his children, it's okay. And you keep saying Martell is a good man, but you basically describe Jalen's daddy as the exact same man that Martell is, that is putting Mel through HELL. And y'all are the same one that minimized this revenge P this season, minimized Martell getting arrested this season, even knowing that he was trying to distribute this revenge P to other people and have it put out there that Mel was allegedly cheating, knowing daggone well it was him and her in the video. But y'all want to sit up here and get on your high horse and be like, well, why is Mel trying to find out information and trying to imply cheating? No. You're skipping over the fact that Mel said that her grandmother was killed by a drunk driver. You guys seem to be missing that point. You seem to be missing the seriousness of driving under the influence, and you want to make it about who's talking about it, who's asking questions about it, and trying to turn it into a whole storyline about cheating once again. No. It is about the audacity and the moral high ground and the standards that you guys have, that you guys are like the Obamas out here. And now all of a sudden you get arrested, you are caught driving under the influence, and you want to act like nothing has happened. And you want to argue semantics on whether things are right or wrong and gaslight people, and it's not going to work. So now this is what you're really going to fall out over, Kimmy, is your own husband being irresponsible and then having the audacity after the fact to go pop bottles at the club, to drive up in a Lambo after you just got arrested for a DUI and not even wash your behind, not even change clothes, nothing, go right back to the scene of the crime and pop bottles and shouting out free Reese as if being arrested for a DUI is a badge of honor when you could have killed yourself or killed somebody else, and you should have just got a freaking Uber or a taxi or called your wife or called somebody else to take your behind home. But obviously you had other plans, you had other things that you wanted to get into, other engagements that kept you busy until 12 p.m. the next day. So you don't think anybody that has a functioning brain isn't going to put two and two together as to why your husband isn't coming home at night, Kimmy? As to why your husband is out here in these streets, did not go home with you after a party the previous evening, celebrating your son, graduating from college and everything else, or whatever type of party he was throwing, and still didn't come home until 12 p.m., or not even come home at 12 p.m. because he got arrested, had to sit, in jail for an extended period of time, and then the moment he got out, went straight to a black with a QUE and continued partying, throwing up bottles of Henny and everything else like it was nothing. No. And you don't think that's not going to get called out, Kimmy? You don't think that that's not normal? You're a freaking registered nurse. You're a registered nurse, and I don't know what specialty you're in, but I'm pretty sure that if you've ever worked in urgent care or emergency department or even on an inpatient unit, that there has been at least one patient who has came in that was under the influence for some type of substance abuse, or somebody who potentially was a victim of a drunk driver, or somebody was the drunk driver themselves that got injured, that was in that hospital and had to be treated, had to be taken care of. And you're trying to sit here and gaslight the people and make it seem like it's no big deal, nobody should be discussing your husband, when this is an educational opportunity and a learning opportunity that this behavior is not okay and this behavior is not Black excellence. But please miss me with the fake outrage all of a sudden when, like I said, y'all sat here and ate off of Mel and Tell's drama for all of these seasons, for all of these years, and now all of a sudden when you finally have a storyline, because you guys keep fumbling all of the other ones that are easily handed to you on a silver platter, this is the route you guys want to take, this is the energy or lack thereof you want to take, and you want to diminish this into some cheating scandal and all these things, you're telling on
yourself, Kimmy. You're exposing what's really going on. We want to discuss the seriousness of the DUI. We want to discuss why your husband is being arrested at 12 p.m. noon the next day under the influence. We want to discuss why you're diminishing Mel's grandmother being killed by a drunk driver, and you guys are continuing to ignore all of these facts and diminish this into some stupid lipstick nonsense. Please grow up. Please miss me with the nonsense. So there's that. Let me know your guys' thoughts in the comments. Please do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you're notified the moment I post new content on my channel. And with that being said, I'll talk to you guys again very soon.